You wore socks with sandals to my sister's wedding. Told my dad his aura looked kinda upsetting. You talk to pigeons like they're long-lost friends, and you think Mondays are a government trend. You cut your own bangs with a kitchen knife. You brought a raccoon to our dinner last night. You're allergic to logic, immune to shame, but I smile every time you mispronounce my name. So here's my awkward love song just for you, for the chaos in your eyes and your unmatched shoes. You're a walking contradiction in a thrift store coat, but somehow, baby, you still float my boat. Yeah, it makes no sense to anyone but me. I fell for the weirdest person in history, and I'd do it again, awkwardly. You send me haikus made of cereal box quotes. You taught my goldfish how to do backstroke. You whisper secrets to vending machines, and you think time is just a government scheme. You once high-fived a cop and screamed, "I'm clean," then danced like a Muppet through a Dairy Queen. You drew me a portrait using mustard and glue, and somehow I swear it looks just like you. So here's my awkward love song, wild and true, for the way you spell Wednesday with an extra Q. You're a comet of confusion in a galaxy T, but your gravity's got a hold on me. Yeah, it's beautifully strange and wonderfully wrong, but I hum along to your weird little song, just us and our symphony of what the heck. You tattooed a goose on your neck. They say love should be steady, clean and clear, but ours is a mixtape stuck on Britney and Shakespeare. You're a surrealist dream in a world gone beige, and I never want you to act your age. So this is my awkward love song, make it loud for your unmatched socks and your cult of clouds. You're a puzzle with no edge, a riddle with teeth, but baby, you're the reason I still breathe. Yeah, I'm in too deep, no turning back. I fell in love with your panic attack. You're bizarre, you're bright, you're beautifully flawed, and I wouldn't change you, not even a nod. So here's to us, the oddly divine.
I spill my words like wine on lace, trip on every look you throw my way. I build my walls, then beg you to stay. I'm no good at playing love the right way. I laugh too loud, I talk too fast, hold on too tight, then slip through your hands. I miss the cues, I lose my plans, but I mean it every time I say I can. It's just my clumsy little heart, dropping dreams like fragile art. I might stumble, I might fall, but I'm honest through it all. Handle me with patient arms, I'm stitched with hope, I'm bruised with charms. Just a clumsy little heart, learning how to love you right. If I trip, if I sway, drift away. I'm just a clumsy little heart, but it's beating just for you. It's just my clumsy little heart, dropping dreams like fragile art. I might stumble, I might fall, but I'm honest through it all. Handle me with patient arms, I'm stitched with hope, I'm bruised with charms. Just a clumsy little heart, learning how to love you right. If I trip, if I sway, no, my love won't drift away. I'm just a clumsy little heart, but it's beating just for you.
You've got fire in your fingers, stars in your eyes, running full speed toward the edge of the sky. Slow down, my darling, not every light leads home. Sunburned just to watch you roam. I've danced with the thunder, kissed a few storms, trusted the sweet ones who came to do harm. And I wrote down the lessons in lines on my skin, so you won't have to learn them again. So hear me now, child, don't chase every flame. Some stories end crying out someone's name. Take the long way, the kind way, the trail less unveiled. Let my life be your cautionary tale. You make your own choices, and baby you should, but wisdom don't always feel good. It's in the silence, the stumbles, the fall, when you learn why we build up our walls. So hear me now, child, don't chase every flame. Some stories end crying out someone's name. Take the long way, the kind way, the trail less unveiled. Let my life be your cautionary tale. I won't hold you back, I'll just stand in the light. If you ever look back, I'll be there every time. But if my mistakes can help you sail, then I'll gladly be your cautionary tale. So run with your wonder, but carry this truth, that loving too hard can sometimes bruise. but still I'd do it all just to leave this trail. If it helps you avoid my cautionary tale.
Met in the quiet where strangers begin. You laughed at my jokes, I let your light in. We talked over coffee till the world disappeared. You made the ordinary feel crystal clear. From long walks at dusk to rain on the glass, the kind of small moments I prayed would last. Didn't know then what love could become, but now I know you're the only one. I've asked for strength, I've asked for grace, I've asked how I got to this sacred place. I've asked the night why you feel like home, and why I never feel lost when I'm alone. No more waiting, no more guessing. It's time I ask the question. You've seen me broken, still chose to stay, and taught me that love don't just fade away. You light every room with a glance, a smile. You made this whole life feel so worthwhile. You hold my flaws like they're part of the art. You've painted your name all over my heart, and I can't imagine another day without your hand to lead the way. I've asked for signs and I've prayed for truth, asked every silence what I should do. I've asked the stars if forever is real, and you're the answer I can feel. No more wondering, no more stressing. It's time I ask the question. On one knee with nothing to hide, a ring in my hand and you by my side. So here I go, hoping my voice. Will you make my life your choice? I've asked for strength, I've asked for grace, and everything led me to your face. I've asked the sky and the pull in my chest, and every answer says you're my yes. No more running, no more guessing. Now I'm gonna ask the question. Yeah, tonight I ask the question. Will you marry me?
I found the letter in the drawer, the one I meant to send before. Your name's still written at the top, but every line just trails off. There's coffee stains, increased regret, a story I was scared to let out loud. So I just let it rot. Said hold that thought, and I forgot. Hold that thought like a breath in winter, like a song we only halfway knew. All those words I never whispered still echo in this quiet room. If I could write you now, I swear I would. But I held that thought a bit too good. We danced
danced around the thing we felt, like kids too proud to ask for help. I should have told you clear and plain, but silence wore your name like rain. I kept the truth behind my teeth, hoping time would grant relief. But clocks don't bend the way I thought. I said hold that thought, and so it's not. Hold that thought like a flame in water, like a dream we didn't dare pursue. I meant to write you something softer, but sorrow always bled right through. If I could send it now, I swear I would. But I held that thought a bit too good. Maybe you moved on with grace, maybe you forgot my face, but I still write you in the margins of the things I meant to say. We move in quiet circles, ghosts drifting in the sheets. Your eyes are always elsewhere, lost in pixelated dreams. I reach through shifting daylight, but you dissolve like steam. Our words hang like a vapor, fading out of reach. I used to feel you closer, now it's just a distant sound. We're speaking through a window, can you hear me now? Fading, we're fading into the mist, into the blue. I can't touch the real you, floating, just passing through. Fading, we're fading to shadows in the afterglow. We're almost strangers, and I don't know where you go. Your laughter's like an echo, reverberates then dies. The warmth between our fingers is barely there tonight. We're weightless in the silence, untethered from the truth, slipping past the moment where I could hold on to you. I used to feel you breathing, now it's just the empty air. We're dancing in the static, pretend you're really there. I close my eyes, feel us slipping like silver threads unraveling. Was it ever real, or just a shimmer in the dark? Fading, we're fading into the mist, into the blue. I can't touch the real you,
We carved our names in that corner booth, took Polaroids with crooked truth. Late nights, cheap fries and summer air, laughed so hard we didn't care. Now the diner's just a Walgreens shell, and your number's lost in my carousel. How sweet it used to be when we were everything and free, skating down a dead-end street, hearts wide open, hands on repeat. Now it's radio static and old receipts where friendship used to be. You moved out, I stayed stuck, tried to write but I ran out of luck. Your life's a grid of filtered scenes, mine's a loop of could have beens. I still drive past the field we owned, like a shrine to the unknown. How sweet it used to be when we were tangled history, mix CDs and basement dreams, telling lies in movie seats. Now it's silence since the talk for weeks, where friendship used to be. I don't blame you for the fade, growing up gets in the way, but part of me still hopes you'll say, hey, remember that rainy May, how sweet it used to be before life broke us clean. Just ghosts in hoodies on a screen, scrolling through a memory. And I wonder if you ever see how sweet it used to be. In the rubble of a quiet town where laughter used to ring, a pair of shoes lie side by side, too small for anything. The sky forgets to open blue, the earth forgets to sing, and every plea just disappears like winter into spring. Think of the children lost in the storm, hearts full of fire, hands barely warm. They didn't choose the lines we drew, the wars we started, the lies we grew. Think of the children left behind, each face a question we decline. She draws a sun with broken chalk on concrete stained with fear, while someone speaks of policy that never gets too near. The flag is raised, the anthem swells, but no one stops to see that freedom's just a pretty word if kids don't get to be. Think of the children silent and brave, burying hope no one could save. They dream in corners dark and cold, too young to carry grief so old. Think of the children out of you, their
Will they say we spoke their names or that we never knew? Think of the children, don't look away. The future waits in them today. Not in our prayers or flags unfurled, but in the hands that hold the world. Think of the children loud and clear. Their voices are the ones we fear.
There's frost on the window, but I still feel the flame. Your name in the silence, it echoes the same. The roots of our story run deep in the ground. Though time pulled us under, we never unwound. I water the garden you once used to tend. The rain knows your footsteps, it calls you like a friend. Each petal remembers the warmth of your hands. Even grief can be gentle when it understands. I never stopped loving you, not even a day. Though the world kept on turning and you walked away. Like the tide loves the shoreline, though it slips from view. Through the hush of the hollows, I never stopped loving you. I stitched up the curtains you tore in the storm, but the thread holds the shape where your shadow was worn. There's a cup on the table you never did claim, still catching the dust and the ache of your name. Maybe love isn't fire, maybe it's stone, worn soft by the weather, but never alone. I spoke to the moon when I had no one near. She carried your light, and I knew you could hear. I never stopped loving you, not even a breath. Though I danced with the quiet and slept with regret. Like the trees love the wind for all that it blew. In the hush of the hollows, I never stopped loving you. So if you return, like the thaw after snow, know there's still a place where the wild violets grow. And I'll leave the door open, just like I do, for the soft aching truth that I never stopped loving you.
I take the long way just to miss the light. Sabotage a good thing out of spite. Say I want peace, then start a fight, throwing stones at my own kite. You loved me soft and I loved you scared. Burned every bridge just to say I dared. Said I was fine but I never was, always aiming at what I love. Every pot shot I take, it lands on me. like a mirror cracking quietly. No one else to blame when the damage shows. I bruise in places no one knows. Built a wall, then cursed the view. Painted it gray so it wouldn't feel new. Made a promise I never planned to keep. Tuck my regrets where the daylight sleeps. Every pot shot I take, it lands on me, like a truth that don't come easily. I make the wound and salt it slow. I'm the only ghost I know. If I ever learn to miss the mark, maybe I'll stop shooting in the dark. But till then I'll wear this shade, like a coat with someone else's name. Every pot shot I take, it's history, written in silence and symmetry. I turn my back, then light the flame, and whisper sorry to my name.
We said forever in the parking lot, drew hearts in dust on the windshields hot. You swore the world would wait for us, but it turns too fast and dreams combust. I thought I knew what growing up meant, like love was something permanent. Like it's not right, but it was young. We meant it then, we meant it hard. But timing always plays its part. You said this isn't goodbye, just change. And truer words I can't explain. I chased the night with borrowed wings, thought freedom came without a sting. But empty rooms and phone calls mistaught me what silence really is. Now every echo sounds like you, and everything I thought I knew. True teach you anyway. True words don't always rhyme, like you'll be okay, just give it time. You held my hand and let it go, and that's how real love sometimes shows. You said this isn't goodbye, just change.
the table tonight. Your hand in mine just feels so right. No fancy words, no grand display, just love that lingers, won't fade away.
A quiet laugh, your eyes meet mine, like a song we've sung 1,000 times. Every heartbeat, every sigh tells me you're my reason why. Oh, my love, on this Valentine's night, no need for diamonds, the stars shine bright. Just you and me, dancing slow, wrapped in love, we'll never let go. Oh, my love, on this Valentine's night, no need for diamonds, the stars shine bright. Just you and me, dancing slow, wrapped in love, we'll never let go. The world fades out, it's only us, two hearts beating, built on trust. Nothing matters but this embrace, here with you, my perfect place. Oh, my love, on this Valentine's night, no need for diamonds, the stars shine bright. Just you and me, dancing slow, wrapped in love, we'll never let go. Oh, my love, on this Valentine's night, no need for diamonds, the stars shine bright. Just you and me, dancing slow, wrapped in love, we'll never let go. Wrapped in love, we'll never let go. Wrapped in love, we'll never let go. Oh, my love, on this Valentine's night, no need for diamonds, the stars shine bright. Just you and me, dancing slow, wrapped in love, we'll never let go. Wrapped in love, we'll never let go. Wrapped in love, we'll never let go.
Walked in like a punchline to a joke I should have known. Red flags waving like banners, but I still called it home. You smiled like a warning, I mistook it for the sun. And just like that, the damage had already begun. How unfortunate, how very on brand, to give my heart away to sleight of hand. You never lied, you just rearranged the truth in ways that felt like change. And how classic, how dumb. Was sure misfortune made us one. You wrote love like it was fiction, and I bought every page. I dressed up all your silence like it whispered something sage. I tried to love your chaos like it needed to be saved. But it's funny how the storm always gets what it craves. How unfortunate, how very on brand, to build a life on castles made of sand. You never never stayed, you just delayed the exit like a grand parade. And how tragic, how true. Believe the worst in you was new. I blamed the moon, I blamed my past, I blamed the stars that never last. But truth is simple, sharp and plain. You were the match, and I am the flame. How unfortunate, how very on brand to love a mess and call it planned. You never broke me, not quite clean, just left your shadow in between. And how human, how flawed, still miss the wreck I once applauded.
I knelt beneath the leaning tree. The sky was soft, the breeze was free. A goat with eyes like midnight rain took clover from my open hand again. The meadow hummed a lullaby with dandelions reaching high, and four white doves in silent flight spun halos in the morning light. Take me back to where the daisies whispered secrets in the shade, where the earth was kind and lazy and no promises were made. Let the city keep its sorrow, let the trains outrun the pain. I belong where time moves slow and the daisies know my name. My pouch held little more than dreams, some stones, a song, a stitch in seams. But every blade of grass I passed felt richer than the world amassed. So take me back to where the daisies whispered secrets in the shade, where the earth was kind and lazy and no promises were made. Let the city keep its sorrow, let the trains outrun the pain. I belong where time moves slow and the daisies know my name. Oh, I traded roots for roads, lost my peace in heavy loads, but I still hear the sparrows call through chimney smoke and concrete walls. So take me back to where the daisies bloom with every breath I take, where the sky don't ask for praises and my soul was wide awake. Let the clocks all keep their ticking, let the world forget I came. I belong where time moves slow and the daisies know my name.
She packed up her desk on a Monday morn, left the tower of glass and the constant scorn, traded train horns for the quiet pines, left the rush behind, one breath at a time. They said she was running, they said she was cracked. Who walks away from all they had? but she just smiled in her wide-brimmed hat. Said, I'm not lost, just done with all that. Now she wakes to the sun on her window pane, talks to the wind like it knows her name, making peace in a world that don't know how to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. She grows her food in a crooked road, reads old books by the fire's glow. No screens, no clocks, just the sound of rain, and time that moves like an old freight train. They say she's wasting the best of her days, but she found gold in the simplest ways, tending a life that gives more than it takes, and sleeping sound with no hearts to break. Now she wakes to the sun on her window pane, talks to the wind like it knows her name, making peace in a world that don't know how to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Let them chase their glitter and neon signs. She's got stars and trees and homemade wine. If that ain't success, then the maps are wrong. She's been home all along. Now she wakes to the sun on her window pane, talks to the wind like it knows her name, making peace in a world that don't know how to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. She stitched her scars with strands of rain, wore silence like a wedding veil. Her voice was soft, but storms obeyed. She never let her shelter fail. She laughed like roots beneath the frost, still growing though the cold was long. But no one saw the line she crossed to hold the world and still stay strong. The strongest hearts still break, my love. They're not made out of stone. They beat through fire, flood, and ache. But even iron stands alone. You think she'll never bend or shake, but even mountains fall to quake. Yes, the strongest hearts still break. He kept his hands too busy, like clockwork in the shade. Built bridges out of silence that time could not evade. He held her like a promise, then led her like a prayer. Not all the brave are fearless, some just learn not to care. The strongest hearts still break, my dear. Though they never make a sound, they carry weight for every year that tried to pull them down. You think they're carved and safe and whole, but strength can still erode a soul. Yes, the strongest hearts still break. So don't mistake the quiet kind for someone who can't feel. The ones who stand the longest time still kneel when wounds won't heal. The strongest hearts still break.
the strongest hearts still break. Woke up with my cheek on a window pane, passenger side of your old Chevrolet. My boots still on mascara mess. Your jacket smells like smoke and regret. You ain't said much since we hit the road, just the radio humming soft and low. I sip burnt coffee from a diner cup, trying to swallow what we almost was. These morning after blues, they don't lie, like the truth in your eyes at 4:45. We danced through the dark like we had nothing to lose, but daybreak's a thief and I'm left with the proof of lipstick on bottles and hearts I can't use. Yeah, I'm humming along to the morning after blue. A Polaroid night, now out of frame, hung on the clothesline of half your name. You drive like the silence don't weigh a ton, but I feel every mile between what we've become. These morning after blues, they don't lie, like the cold in my bones as we kiss goodbye. We burn through the dark like wild summer news, but the headlines fade fast when there's nothing to choose, just echoes and echoes of what we both knew. Yeah, I'm humming along to the morning after blues. Maybe I loved you, maybe I lied, maybe last night was just a moonlit pride, but I trade this ache for a lie that feels true. If you turn to me now and say me too. These morning after blues, they don't lie, like the stains on my soul and the look in your eyes. We stumbled through shadows in worn out shoes. Now your truck's just a coffin for dreams I outgrew, but I'll ride one more mile, sing one more tune. Yeah, I'm humming along to the morning after blues.
I packed up my silence in an old suitcase, left a note on the mirror and didn't sign my name. The road don't ask questions, it just rolls out flat, and I needed some place that don't talk back. And got ghosts in my rear view, lies on my tongue, a heart full of stories I ain't ever sung. The gas gauge is low, but the sky's burning wide, and I'm chasing the truth I used to hide. I'm wide open like a cut that won't close, like a desert wind with nowhere to go. A soul unwound, just drifting and hoping, bleeding out slow. Yeah, I'm wide open. This dashboard preacher keeps humming the blues, static and thunder, and last night's news. I talk to the stars like they talking back, telling me maybe there's grace in the cracks. I ain't looking for heaven, just a place I can stand with my boots in the dirt and some calloused hands. If I make it to morning, I'll try not to run, but I never was good at standing still, son. I'm wide open like a field after rain, like a sinner who forgot he could change. No map, no mask, just broken, outspoken, tired of